Good evening and welcome to yet another edition of Gridiron Weekly. I'm joined with the best cast anybody could buy, although I don't pay them, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, I'm joined by William and John. William, how are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
Sir. I'm well. How are you, sir? I'm still a volunteer for the government, so eventually we're going to get sponsors, and it's going to be amazing. Because I heard in Cape Town, South Africa, there's nothing better on a Wednesday, Thursday at 8 o'clock to watch our show. So that comes from a very reliable source who I cannot mention, Librarian. So it's very, very reliable. All right. We had another great weekend of college football. I was able to attend a football game. I went to the Lexington to Kroger Field, and I watched Tennessee at Kentucky. And it was fascinating. And Tennessee's a pretty good team. They really are. You know, they're unfortunately facing a knockout game this weekend with Oklahoma, but we'll get to that. But anyway, it was an interesting weekend. I really don't know what to make of any of these teams, honestly. It's kind of a ho-hum year, kind of an up-down year. I mean, as I look across the landscape of college football, what do you do with Ohio State? Are they the best team? Their defense is aligned 5.9 yards or 5.9 points a game. Unheard of. I don't know if that's nearing all-time records. I don't know. I'd have to check that. But 5.9 friggin' points a game. Pretty darn amazing. And I know that's one commentator's favorite team, but to it. All right, William, you're going to start us off. We're going to go over week 9. I want you to just take a couple teams. I put some on there on the show sheet. You don't have to use them. Just talk to me about the wonderful, wild week 9 in NCAA football. Go.
I liked Alabama and South Carolina. I liked that game a lot. Alabama pulled off. They had a dramatic comeback, scoring 15 points in the final, the final minutes to stun the Gamecocks. Listen, Ty Simpson's for real. I mean, I think right now he's. I think in the last few weeks, he's been the best quarterback in college football, without a doubt. Alabama is just they're rolling right now. I thought Ole Miss and Oklahoma, that was that was kind of it was a decent game. I mean, it kind of came down to the well, it didn't really come down to the wire, but it was it was close. I was a little bit surprised that Ole Miss was able to beat Oklahoma at home like that, or away, I should say. That was a very good road win for the Rebels. I don't know. Texas and Mississippi, Mississippi State, that was good. And an overtime win. Texas trailed. Well, I think at one point they trailed by wasn't it in 17 in the fourth quarter?
Yep.
Yeah. They rallied back. It had that punt return that tied the game late in regulation. So that was a pretty good game. Another, it was kind of a blowout, but Georgia Tech's for real too. This Haynes King, this kid can ball. Yeah. 304 yards, 3 touchdowns, dominant win. I think he rushed for a couple scores as well. Dominant win. And then Michigan State was pretty good. So go ahead, John.
The Michigan State game, that was the worst offsides call I've ever seen in my life. And it ruined the whole game. Michigan State, it was the second half. I think it scores 10-7, whatever it was. He was a perfectly timed, they blitzed, interception. Michigan State had the ball. They would have scored. The momentum was, I've never seen anything like that. It was not offsides. That was complete. I don't even know what the hell that was. They might want to get that guy in there to look who's the guy? They're going after all those people in basketball, because that was pretty bad. That was bad, and they got screwed. And Michigan again, you know what? Whatever with them. We'll get to see them at the end of the year. But I'll tell you that Michigan State had them. Terrible call, worst one I've seen all year. And then another game that it was Vanderbilt and Missouri, and Vanderbilt's very lucky Missouri's quarterback got hurt, or they'd have got beat. And I think that the Vanderbilt thing is starting to come to a little bit of an end. I really do. And Pavia is not a Heisman Trophy candidate. I don't know how he could.
He reminds me of Baker a lot.
Yeah, he does nothing. His unless we're doing it by storyline, his stats are terrible. Throws for 120 yards, and he throws for 120 yards and an interception against Missouri, I think, and maybe rushed for 20 and a touchdown. And on TV, they tell me he's a Heisman Trophy. What? No, he's not. He's nothing. How could he be? I put him in there last week. I'm just as stupid. But then after I watched it, I'm like, what the hell is this? That ain't a Heisman Trophy performance. That was crap. I'm just not a bit. I like him, but not just keep him out. I don't think he's in there. And I think Vanderbilt's about to fall maybe a little bit. And that might be all I got because I know, Bill, you hit them all pretty good. Something's going on in Colorado because they get beat like that. Holy cow! Utah just clobbered them 53-7.
I don't think they're any good.
Yeah, there's something going. I don't know. It just looks
quarterback either.
Deion's not looking right. It just doesn't look good. And the last thing is Indiana. My God, they did not stop throwing. They just did not stop. Good for them. They beat the hell out of them. And
what do we make of Indiana though? I mean, they don't face pretty much anybody the rest of the way. They don't play Ohio State.
Not till the championship, probably. Yeah.
So what do we make of Indiana? And here's a question for you. Is there any way on God's green earth, we'll pick the game when it happens, that Ohio State goes into Michigan and is able to win? I mean, can they do that and just put it to bed? And if they win, is there any doubt in your mind they're going to the center circle to that logo?
Yeah, they should. Yeah. I wonder. That'll be interesting. I think this has to be the year they finally win. But here's a problem. With Penn State and everything, Big Ten isn't that great. I mean, is the Big Ten really that much better than the ACC? Probably not. I mean, it's not that great of a conference right now. No one. Ohio State's played nobody. Yeah. Honestly, to be honest about it, they've played no one. They beat Texas, all right, but after that, it just, I don't know. I guess you could say Illinois, but Illinois had already been embarrassed by Indiana, and Penn State. That game's coming up, and they're a 25-point favorite, I think.
I know.
So I don't know, man. The Big Ten's not that great. Honestly, as good as I thought it was going to be.
They're heavy up top. They got two top three teams, obviously, in Indiana, Ohio State, and they have Oregon. But they're soft in the middle. They really are. You're right. You guys didn't talk about the best game of the weekend, the one I was trying to get you to pick last week, and that was North Carolina and UVA. Why did he go for two? Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why did he go for two?
I don't know. That was stupid. It's just it's a joke at this point in time. It really is. You'd be embarrassed. I mean, really, I mean, I don't understand what you're looking to prove. You're not really. You're kind of going a little bit backwards on your legacy there, champ. So.
Yeah, I mean, does he have staying power, Billy? What do you think?
No, he doesn't. I mean, and then now the parents I heard are griping. There's a lot of rumblings, and he's just not it wasn't a good fit at all. He should not be in college football. Period. I mean, he should not be there.
He's not personal enough to be.
No, not at all. I mean, not at all. He's
Yeah.
So
I don't think he can handle it. All right, so we're going to move on to our next question. Okay, we'll start with John. John, who needs to be on upset alert in Week 10?
Well, the first one I got, as I just talked about, is Vanderbilt. I know they're playing Texas, but I think they're going to have to be a little bit.
Maybe not playing.
I know. I don't even know if I care. I'm not quite sure if I even care if he plays or not because,
Say if Texas wins, how much higher are they going to freaking move Texas, man?
Oh, they'll explode up. They'll probably put them in the top 10.
So they'll switch places with Vandy. They'll go 9 and Vandy will go 20. Like
you could imagine that happen. I could see it, right? I put them
in love with Texas. What are we missing? I mean, we say this all the time. What are we missing? Is Texas going to be ended up being one of the 12 teams? And if they are, it's just fake because all they're going for is name brands that put the seats and sell merchandise. I mean, that's all they're going for in those 12.
Exactly. Yeah, no doubt. And I think after watching South Carolina, I guess Ole Miss better be careful with them.
Win at Oklahoma.
Yeah, they gotta be careful. This is one of those ones that you might want to be, And I still don't have much faith in Lane Kiffin. I mean, I know people like him a lot, but I don't know if he's much different than Franklin and those guys. I mean, he doesn't really win a big game. So, but I mean, I wonder, he might be trying to find, maybe he wants to go to LSU. I don't know. You never know. He might be looking at one of these other jobs, but we'll see. But those are my two that I have.
William.
Yeah.
What do you think? Anybody on upset alert that catches your eye? What about, here's one for you, but what about Louisville going into Virginia Tech?
Yeah.
I mean, I was not impressed with Louisville at all.
I think, how about, I'm looking at Cincinnati upsetting Utah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at that.
That's a late game, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I saw that, and I'm like, that could happen. But Cincinnati's ranked higher than them. They're 17. Utah's 24.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just wasn't impressed when we watched Louisville against Pitt. I was not impressed with them at all.
No. Well, yeah, but I mean, that was, I don't know. He's gotten a little bit more impressive. How about maybe maybe Florida upsetting Georgia? I mean, you got that interim coach. The postseason hopes for the Gators are slim, but maybe you got a little bit of renewed energy, and maybe it could make it a little difficult for the Bulldogs. I don't know.
That's a good one, Billy.
Good one. That's a good one.
John, any chance in Columbus, Ohio?
No, I can't imagine that. I mean,
here's another one I was just thinking about. How about South Carolina upsetting Ole Miss?
Yeah, that's what John was talking about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were talking about that. What am I talking about? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at something else. So you were talking. I apologize.
What does Penn State have at quarterback? Anything? Is anyone there?
They got a fire hydrant, John. They got a navy and white fire hydrant. That's what they got.
Yeah, I just a matter of will Ohio State cover? I'd be stunned. This one would shock me if they lost, because of all the problems in Penn State. I just would be surprised.
How about SMU? Maybe at Miami.
Why not? Yeah.
Why not?
I like that one. Sure.
If they turn the ball over.
Miami's going
there. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's a good one, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, Miami turns the ball over, maybe SMU could pull off that upset.
Maybe they can still roll. They still got their quarterback.
Sure could. Yeah, it's a good one.
I like that one. I really do. That's a good one. All right, boys. We're going to go to the two next are our two favorite segments, and they're kind of a stalwarts on our list. All right, new AP poll came out. William, we're going to start us off now. Give me your favorite ranking that you think the team deserves it the most, and then some team that you think, why in the heck are they in the top 25? Go ahead, Billy.
Let's see. I mean, I still think I don't know. I still think Notre Dame's a little high at 12. I drop them down to like maybe 16, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean,
who do you think is most appropriate ranked? Do you like the top three? Because I think any one of them could be number one.
Yeah, I mean, I like Ohio State still at number one. I like Indiana at number two. LSU falling out of the rankings entirely is great. How about this? How about they locked Kelly out of the facility? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, so they locked him out of the facility, and he had to call security to get in and everything like that. It would have been nice if they locked him out and in that peephole maybe they just I don't know, shot a nerve agent or something through it and just kind of So,
or it could be like Mary Python in the Holy Grail.
On the Rich Eisen show today, they were talking about him and how, and this goes to Bill's point all the time about Kelly. There is no one that steps forward to ever say he's a good guy. There's no one to say he's a good coach. Nothing. No one ever says a word. And I guess that Andrew Whitworth, or the guy from he's on tonight. He was the offensive lineman.
Yeah,
he's from LSU. He made a few comments that were interesting about Kelly. That he sent Kelly a text about coming down there to help out. Maybe if he'd love to help. And pretty much told him, get lost. Don't need your help.
Really?
So, Yeah. This guy was something, man. He really was.
He's an asshole. I mean, he's a complete and the guy is a jerk. He is a just I cannot stomach the guy. I don't even like looking at him.
The last game, he was screaming at the special teams coordinator. I'm thinking, that's not the guy you should be screaming at. You scream at yourself.
Right.
That didn't do anything. He was going nuts, man. That was it.
Now, I'm going to just say, I don't like Notre Dame would be number 12 at 5-2. I mean, look at Texas Tech 7-1 at 13, Tennessee at 14 at 6-2, Virginia at 7-1 at 15, Louisville 6-1 at 16. I mean, what is I don't. What's the thing here? What's going on here? You've got Houston. Well, Houston, I don't think really played anybody. Memphis, they're 7-1. But I mean, I don't. That's what sticks out to me. Notre Dame should be lower. Notre Dame should be 16, maybe even in the 20s. I don't know.
All right,
that's a tough one.
Well, and how about BYU at number 10? And you've got Miami there with them too, basically at 6-1, right?
Right.
Vanderbilt at 7-1, and then you've got flipping Notre Dame at 5-2. Like, just figure that one out. Explain that one to me.
Dude, it's brand. I'm so convinced it's just brand. They know Notre Dame fans travel very well. They know Notre Dame alum have.
Yeah, but that's just doesn't. That's.
I'm with you. I don't agree with it. I think it's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that just I don't. So what? I'm just.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything to me. Brand.
Yeah.
Wins and losses is what I look at.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just know that they travel so well, and that's why we see it all the time. It's ridiculous. I agree with you.
I'm getting tired of it.
Yeah. Well, because it just cheapens the sport, and then you throw in the fact that, like, to John's point, these calls are outrageously horrible.
Even Tennessee, I mean, they're high for 14th for being 6-2.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Oklahoma's 6-2, and they're at 18. Why the hell are they 4 spots?
Well, the good thing about that game, they play each other. That's going to be a knockout game because whoever loses is out of the playoffs. Yeah, there'll be a 3-team, and they're not going to make it.
What's it going to take for Pitt to get in the top 25? What's it going to take for them? I mean, they beat Stanford. Is they still left out?
They might beat Notre Dame. It wouldn't shock me.
I hope they do. I hope they beat.
It's home game. Yeah, they could see that.
We thought those final 3 games would be tough. I think they're going to get at least one of those.
Yeah. But at what point in time do they get ranked?
Right. Yeah. I don't know why they're not.
I mean,
really, play this game with me. If they win those 2 games they should have won, would they be in the top 25?
Oh, of course.
You'd have to.
Of course they would.
Yeah.
I mean, I think those 2 games that they lost, I said it all the time, they beat themselves. But, West Virginia was close. I mean, does that not account for something?
Right. On the road in the backyard brawl, overtime.
Yeah, I mean, does that not account for something? I mean, why aren't they ranked?
For some teams, it does account for something, and some teams it don't. That's what it seems.
For the love of God, I'm looking at a 5-2 team, 6-2, 1, another 6-2, 2, another 6-2, 3, another 6-2, 4, another 6-2, 5, a 5-2 team, another 6. I mean, 2 5-2 teams ranked, and 6 6-2 teams ranked. I don't get it. Why isn't Pitt in there?
I know.
Right. Exactly.
And then here's the thing. I think Pitt can definitely beat Memphis. I do.
Oh, yeah.
I think they can hang with Houston. They'd have a tough time against Utah and USC, but I think they're worthy of anywhere between 23 and 25.
Let me ask you this. You think they could beat Texas?
I think so, only because Texas has too many questions at quarterback.
I think so too.
They would pick him off 1,000. They really would.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The Pitt's defense going up against Archman and then that Texas offense, they would pick them apart. It would be a low-scoring game, but I think Pitt would win.
Yeah, I don't think that he would do very good.
I agree.
Like a 21-10 game,
Yeah.
I
totally
think that they would, and I what's it going to take for them to get ranked? I mean, if they beat Stanford, they're still not going to be ranked. They're still not going to rank them.
No, they have to go.
You got to beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, 7-2 going into the Notre Dame game, hosting Notre Dame. Notre Dame comes 7-2, and they beat them, and they're not going to be the playoff.
That would be one. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean that's the shot
right there.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna move on to our another favorite.
Real quick, can I say something real fast before you move on? Before we move on,
Georgia I don't think we asked John about his AP poll.
I only have one. I got one thing to say. Georgia Tech at number 8 is a disgrace. They're 8-0. They're in a good conference. I just said earlier that they could be as good as the Big Ten. Why not? They should be in the top 5. They're 8-0. They play good teams. If Miami's 8-0, they're in the top 3. So why isn't Georgia Tech there?
I've watched them. I watched them last weekend against Syracuse. I mean, they beat the piss out of teams.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree, John. It's a good conference. It's a good. I'm sorry, I don't even know. Like I'm saying, I don't know if the Big Ten's that much better. So
you look at their schedule. They're obviously going to beat NC State. They're going to destroy Boston College because they're terrible. The game they host against Pitt's going to be a good game, and then it comes down to that last game of the regular season. Man, they got to play Georgia. They could spoil Georgia's year.
They really could, and they might.
And then that's got to put them in the top 3, right? If they win out, they got to be top 3.
Oh my
God, absolutely.
Because they're going to go into the ACC, likely to play. As crazy as it is, likely to play. I mean, the top 3 in the ACC right now are Georgia Tech, Virginia, and Pitt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're likely to pay, if Virginia loses. I have zero confidence in Virginia.
And that's my point. How do you not have Pitt ranked at 3 in the ACC? How are they not ranked?
Right.
It's stupid.
Wrong, yeah.
And yet I'm looking at stupid freaking Notre Dame at 5-2, and people are wondering why I'm mad.
Billy, I'm telling you, it comes down to butts and seats. I'm telling you, that's what it is.
Well, then that's a cheap ass way of doing business, in my opinion.
I totally agree.
That's just ridiculous.
I know.
So,
all right, so we're going to move on to our next topic. We're going to go right into our Heisman favorite, our top 5. John, we're going to start with you. Number 1 for you, you said was Diego Pavia was number 1 for you?
No, it's not. He's good, though, too. Don't get me wrong. He's good. I just don't think he's – not anymore. I don't think he's there. My number 1 is Mendoza. Number 2 is Simpson. Number 3 is Marcel Reed.
Hold on. Yeah. Mendoza, how does he translate to the pros, in your opinion?
Ooh, I don't know. I hope the Jets don't take him because I kind of like him. But I think he's going to be a good pro. I don't know anymore. I think he could be a good NFL quarterback.
Okay.
To me. That's the way I look at him. Marcel Reed 3, Haynes King 4, and I'm going to put Sayin at 5.
I like it. William.
I got Ty Simpson at number 1. I just, even though he did, slate dip, people have put him at number 2 because of the narrow win at week 9. I still got him at number 1. Mendoza's number 2 for me. I got Sayin at number 3. I got Haynes King at 4, and I got Marcel Reed at 5.
What do you think? Go ahead. What do you guys both think of this year? I think it's ho-hum. I put it in the notes. I think it's just an average year.
Yeah, it is. I think it is too. I think it's every week, it's just like guys fall out, It's like you haven't, I've had Gunnar Stockton in my top 5. He's no longer there, right?
Yeah. And how about this vaunted, unbelievable quarterback year they were predicting? And now it's turned itself on its head. None of these quarterbacks that are were part of that quarterback class they talked about. None of them.
Right.
Can he play? Probably. Who knows? Right? He was up there. Nussmeier, he was up there.
Right.
We've seen Arch play, for the love of God.
Right.
Lenora Sellers. I mean, all these guys they were talking about and hyping. I don't think they're anywhere near the quality of the ones you guys just mentioned.
Well, I've had Carson Beck even in my top 5, and he's kind of, so, there's been – huh?
He leveled off. You're right.
Yeah, he leveled off,
Yeah.
But, Ty Simpson and Mendoza, to me, I think are going to be the 1 and 2, as we move forward.
One honorable mention, he got hurt. Unfortunate. Mateer, I think if he would have stayed healthy, he'd have been awfully good. That's too bad for Oklahoma.
Yeah, he can run too. I mean, the guy has a great arm, good accuracy. That's a guy I really think that could translate into a good NFL quarterback. Is Mateer? I really believe that.
I just think that Cincinnati's that good of a coach that he just made the offense exactly the way Mendoza plays. Mendoza to me is just he makes the throws. There's no doubt about that. But he looks so vanilla,
Yeah, I agree. There's nothing really flashy about him at all, but he gets the job done. I mean,
he does.
I mean, you can really kind of, in a way, say the same thing about Haynes King too. He's
really, that guy. He would leave his soul on the field for your team.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
I don't know if he's the most polished passer, but he's like Taysom Hill on steroids.
Well, that's what I mean. He's not like polished, but yeah, he's a gamer. He's kind of reminds you of. He really reminds me a lot of Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
he's kind of got that type.
Every time I see Pavia, I see Baker. I just do.
I'm with John. There's really nothing to, I don't know.
He can't really make the throws consistently. I don't know about the strength of his arm. His legs are only going to get him so far because at the next level, everybody's faster.
Yeah. Ty Simpson, I think, is he's a complete quarterback.
That's what people are saying. They're saying exactly that.
He's accurate. He makes good reads.
He's athletic.
He attacks coverages. He knows when to attack certain coverages. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
I got to give a little bit for Marcel Reed to go into LSU. I mean, he's another one, man, very underrated. I always have him at number 3. I never put him higher. I look back, I have him at 3 all the time. He probably.
I don't think he's a passer. I think he's a running back that can pass.
Yeah.
Other quarterbacks that came out of that style, they were quarterbacks who could run. I mean, that's my only problem.
Like a Jalen Hurts almost, Jed, or what?
Yeah. Just not as I don't think he's as big, but yeah, you're right, Billy.
Yeah.
That's a great comp. I think Ty Simpson's comp is like Drake May.
Yeah, I think so too, or Bo Nix. I could see, Ty Simpson's. He's just like he looks the part. He talks the part. He plays the part, and he just
Mendoza. Who's Mendoza's comp? It's kind of hard to figure that out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He looks like he looks like a better Mac Jones.
That's okay. Yeah, that's a good one. And I thought the guy Mateer from Oklahoma reminded me of Dart.
Yes.
He gives me that whole feeling of Jackson Dart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting because they're gonna be, you're gonna see it live and in color in Pittsburgh. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they all fall. All right. Everyone put your children to bed, turn the TV off, lower the lights, put the music on, and get ready to make some money. All right. We're going to start. We have number 9 at Vanderbilt with clearly John's favorite player. They are headed to Texas with a lot of uncertainty in Texas as far as the quarterback position. They don't know if he's going to play or not. And it went up. Did it go up? Yeah, it went up a point. Wow, that's interesting. When I did this morning, at O'Dark early this morning, Texas was favored by 2.5. Texas is now favored by 3.5. And to get a point movement that's pretty wild. So anyway, William, Vanderbilt, they head down to Texas. Don't know about the quarterback. 3.5 point, 46.5 is the over under. Who you got winning that game, Billy?
I got Vanderbilt winning this. I like Vanderbilt.
I don't know if I can agree with that one. John?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2.5. At 2.5, I like Texas. 3.5 hurts because that ends in a field goal and you lose anyways.
Right.
Texas wins by 3. I get caught with the half point.
Right.
So I'm going to be forced to say Vanderbilt with the points, but I think Texas might win. I actually think they're going to win.
All right. Here's a follow up for you. Vandy wins that game. Where the hell do they go in the poll?
If Vandy wins?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They're going to jump Ole Miss. Yeah, I don't know. Well, poor Georgia Tech, I'm sure they'll jump them. So they'll at least be 8. We know that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and the SEC bias is getting annoying as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Well, it always is.
Right.
It's always annoying.
Yeah, John, this is the elimination game, at least in my estimation. You have 18 Oklahoma heading into Tennessee. Tennessee was a 3.5 point favorite. I can't believe that these lines are changing. And this one changed again. This is since this morning at 6:30 in the morning. Tennessee is now a 2.5-point favorite at home. Who do you got, John?
He's 2.5-point favorite at home. Is Mateer healthy yet? If he's healthy, he looked terrible the other day. The balls were going everywhere. I mean, he just was all over the place.
No real word on that I'm seeing. So I don't know. I think he just came back too much from that thumb.
Yeah, I want to go.
And that's on his throwing. That's on his throwing hand too.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Tennessee. I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Yeah, of course.
Tennessee. Yeah, I really wanted to go the other way because I see that line. The line's moving weird, but
yeah.
Okay.
William.
Tennessee.
I'm going. All right, William, you're up next. Next we have at 17. So this is a game we were talking about. 17. Cincinnati going to Utah. And is Utah getting that many points? They really are. Utah 10.5 home favorite. Wow, they must know something. Who are you taking in that game, Billy?
Well, I know I said it. I thought they were going to upset Utah. Yeah. Well, screw it. My record's shot anyways. I'm going with Cincy.
There you go, John.
I'll say that Cincinnati can keep it under 10, so I'll go with Cincy to come. Take the points.
All right, John. The last game we have is there was some. Oh, I'm sorry. We got no one player. You got 23 USC going to Nebraska, and USC. What the hell? The USC was a 6.5-point road dog at 6:30 this morning. It's dropped 2 points now. They're a 4.5-point road favorite. I can't believe that moved 2 points in just a couple hours.
Wow, and I don't like this, but I'm going to go with Nebraska.
There it is, Billy.
I'm going to go with USC.
USC for Billy. Wow. I like it. All right. And we have a little bonus one. We have Virginia going to California. Now, Virginia was a favorite. They were actually it went up a point. What the this is weird. So UVA was a 4.5-point road favorite. They're now a 5.5-point road favorite. Who you got?
I got UVA.
I'm going
with UVA.
I'm going to take Cal. I'm going to take Cal in this one.
Cal plus the 5.5. Yeah, I think those are solid. I mean, I gave you an extra one just to boost us up a little bit. Nice. But excellent job, gentlemen, as always. Excellent job. All right, now we're moving to the big boys who have many, many issues. I mean, this league is out of control as far as the refereeing. It's just I can't even imagine.
Can I say this real quick? I really am liking college football more than the NFL this year. I'm just saying it right now. I'm just the product that's with the NFL. It's a joke at this point in time. I'm really.
You're allowed to say that, but you have to come up with a fix. What would you do to fix it?
Well, first of all, I would make full-time officials, and I would put an age limit on them, and I would do that's first and foremost. This whole thing with the tush push, I don't mind it. I just don't. They can't officiate it. That's the problem I have with it.
Can't or won't.
Yeah,
both.
Yeah,
both.
Yeah.
They can and they won't. They can't. They can't, and they don't want to do. And they won't do anything to figure out how to officiate it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't mind the play at all. I mean, people are like, "Oh, it's a rugby play. It's rugby."
I got one. I got a fix real quick. I know this is way off the board, but you know what I'm sick of? I want there to be such thing as forward progress. I am tired of watching people getting dragged by offensive linemen 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yards into the end zone.
Yeah,
that's got to stop.
Yeah, I'm tired of that, and I'm tired of these bad spots too. I'm tired of one official going down the line and spotting the ball, and then the other guy moving it back. Like,
it's almost a race, and that makes you think: is this guy getting paid?
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I mean, I just,
I think overall the product is
that and you need an eye in the sky.
Yeah, God, yeah. The product is suffering for all the reasons you guys said. Offensive lineman, it is against the rules in the NFL for the offensive lineman to pull players forward. They do it all the time.
Yeah. Well, as long as you have that a-hole in New York, I mean, nothing's going to change. I mean, I've said it. I've been saying this for over a decade now. Goodell's got to go. He's terrible. He's terrible.
Billy,
he's got to go. He is
$32 million bonus every year.
Well, I know he helps. He makes so much money for these owners. That's why they keep. Well, at some point in time, it's going to start affecting the game, and you're going to start losing money. And I think we're real close at that right now.
It's also because of the fact that you have to have a minor league. You must have a minor league. Yeah. Period. No ifs, no. You cannot use college football as a minor league because they play at the same time. You need a developmental league in the spring that the NFL endorses and that you play. They're
I get tired of this. I'm tired of the league. Sucks right now. It sucks. Yeah. I mean, it's not a good product at all.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, every decision they make is stupid. You know, right down to the Super Bowl halftime, you know, bullshit. I mean, it's a joke at this point. It really is. I don't even want to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's no arguments here at all. All right.
No.
So let's start it off, John. Just go through the week 8 in review. I threw a couple names at teams down there just because they were interesting. You know, that's their historic comeback, and just give me your thoughts.
It was kind of I mean, no. It was a. You got to talk ho hum. This was a ho hum week. Felt like to me. All right, the Jets won. Great. You know. All right. You know what I mean. So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Because I got something I want to say about that. We'll keep going.
Miami wins. Okay, there you go. Those are okay. There now we got Miami playing tonight. I don't know, man. Indy keeps rolling. They did what they had to do with Tennessee years ago. You know, in the past, that would have been a trap type game. Indy didn't let that happen, even though Tennessee's terrible, but it's still division. The whole deal. They just rolled over. So that was good. I mean. Buffalo's got to show more this week, but they feel a little better about themselves. Maybe they realize now they just run the ball because you can do it, and that guy can run, and you're big on the offensive line and all that.
You paid him.
Yeah, paid him. Houston, you know, they win. They win this game this week. They got 2 easy ones next week. The following weeks they could go. They might be able to do something, but they got to win this week. I mean, obviously they got to beat Denver or forget it. If they lose this week, I think they're out. I think it would be over. And the Green Bay Pittsburgh game, I wanted Pittsburgh to win. Look, I hate Green Bay, so it's very difficult for me to even give that a good talking. I just know that at halftime I was happy, and at the end I wasn't. And I'm sure Bill will have more to say about that one. And same thing with Washington, Kansas City. The game was 7-7.5, and the next thing I know, it's 28-7, and it's over. And
they have no quarterback. Their defense, defense is way too old. You know,
they had them. But they were still right there for a full. And it just went to
too old. Too old. Slow.
Went to hell. And I'm not talking about the Bears because you know what? There's nothing. I'm not saying nothing. Go ahead, Bill. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, listen. There were some things that happened in this week 8. Let me just say this, and maybe people are probably not going to agree with me on this, but I you know, the Jets getting their first win after an 0-7 start, you know, they showed Glenn in the locker room, and you know, they were like, I mean, God, I was waiting for them to put the effing ski goggles on and start, you know, busting open bottles of champagne and spraying each other. I mean, you should be embarrassed. Your organization sucks. It's a pathetic ass organization. The Jets, they're pathetic. Okay, and to celebrate like you do, I tell you what, you're an absolute embarrassment, is what you are.
And it's all run by Woody's grandson, apparently.
Yeah, it's an absolute embarrassment. It's an absolute embarrassment. Yeah. You're celebrating because you're 1 in freaking 7. Yeah. I mean, you are a effing joke. In the Jets, you're a fireman head. Stuff it up your effing ass because you're an absolute embarrassment. You're an absolute embarrassment.
I agree.
Yeah. You are. I mean, it was ridiculous seeing that. I mean, what are we? Do we like value winning anymore as a nation? No, not at all. It's just. It's a nation of. Yeah. I'm not even gonna say it because it's just I mean, he's like dancing around like
Yeah.
it's effing ridiculous. You should be embarrassed. If I was the head coach, I would go in, hand the game ball to the fields, and I'd leave, and I'd just say, "Good job, guys. We've got a long way to go." Not dancing and celebrating like a bunch of effing jackasses, and that's what you are. You're a joke of a effing organization.
And I would have said, "Thank God we played the Bengals."
Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you're an absolute joke of an organization. You got to be embarrassed to look in the freaking mirror is what you should be.
So here's the follow-up question for both of you. How do you fix franchises like that? I mean, Detroit was able to do it. They got a coach. He instilled. I mean, he's off the coaching tree of Dan Campbell, right? Dan Campbell doesn't play around, man. We got the Detroit. Detroit's now relevant. They hadn't been relevant for years, and they're now relevant. Well, I thought he was going to be a little bit better, but it's out of control. It is completely out of control. But I still think you have to have a minor league team. Embrace the darn UFL. Get these players reps. They always say the 10,000 hours, right? Get yourselves reps. Get yourselves reps.
Well, have more padded practices too, and you won't have all your guys looking like a freaking MASH unit week in and week out.
It's bad, Billy. There's so many injuries.
Stop. Unless you want to take physicality out of the game, start having more padded practices.
Right.
For the love of God.
Right. Billy, it's just you have to play football to play football. You just have to.
Right.
Let me say another thing. Everybody's making fun of this. What's her name? Gordon Ursay, making fun of her on the sidelines, taking all these notes. Let me tell you something right now. That's what you do as an owner and a franchise. These people who are making fun of her, F you. You don't have a freaking clue. You don't have a freaking clue what it takes to win. I tell you what, I back that chick up 110%. She's on the field. She gives a shit.
Yeah.
The Jets, what an embarrassment of an organization. What an absolute embarrassment of an organization.
Totally.
Go to the UFL. Go to the UFL because you're a joke. You're an absolute joke. And they're giving that Ursay Gordon. They're giving her, look at her on the side. You know what? I tell you what, they're 7-1 for a reason.
And don't forget, the game they lost was when he dropped that ball because they were going to go up 2 scores in that game. He drops that ball and that's what changed the game. You know? And by the way, he only gets 10% of the snaps now since that happened. That's called coaching, right? Yeah. I mean, he gets 10% of the snaps. That's all he gets because of his error. Because that cost him. This could have been an 8-0 team. Billy, I love that she's down there taking notes. I love it.
Absolutely. She gives a shit. She cares about winning. She cares. She gets it. Okay. I don't make fun of her at all. She gets it. She's doing what, God bless her. She's
apparently
what
her other sisters are heavily involved as well.
Yeah. She's what, she's the standard of how things should be, I'm sorry, I had to rant. I'm just mad about that. I looked at that. I wanted to put my head through a wall.
Right. And you contrast it. They're 8-1 or 7-1. The other team that celebrated just has 1 win. So
a joke.
Right?
They're just a joke. I got my blood pressure all up. I'm just all pissed off here.
All right.
The Patriots are surprising me, guys. They extend their win.
Take them the next one. So, which team is the most difficult to figure out, and what is their future? So, New England, very good team. Average team, what are they?
I think they're a good team. I mean, I tell you what. You look at it. I thought Drake May had another excellent performance. I mean, he beat the Browns. I get it. You extended your winning streak. I get it. It was against the Browns, whatever. But I have another team that the Cowboys. I mean, I can't figure this team out. It just inconsistent performances. You show flashes of a high-scoring offense. But you're held back by significant defensive struggles. God, that sounds like the Steelers. Yeah. It's kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde effect from week to week with them. I just don't know what I mean, they've proven they can be a good offense, putting up 40 points against the Giants, 44 against Washington, your Washington team, but I mean, they've defensively collapsed, I mean,
No doubt.
I mean,
But again, honestly, how hard is it to play defense, really? Especially run defense. Come on. I mean,
well, apparently it's pretty hard for the Steelers, for the Cowboys, for apparently they can't get it right. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, the other thing that infuriates me about our current game, and I'll let John get his answer in, is the lack of adjustments by any of these coaching staffs as they go in. Right? You come out, you run the same damn thing over and over again, and yet you make millions of dollars. Like we know the coach of the Steelers, Mike T, as we had Ray Fittipaldo on last night, said they were going to make no changes to the defense. They were just going to tackle better. What the hell does that mean?
My head just wants to explode. My head wants to explode.
All right, hold on, John. Give me a couple teams you think very hard to identify what the hell they are.
Well, it's tough with these guys because it's Stanford. For me, it's San Francisco. They are 5-3. I mean, they don't. I don't know. I don't know. I think they should be better than that. But it was such a bad. Who'd they lose to last week? They lost to Houston in a terrible. I mean, they just looked horrible. They didn't use McCaffrey at all. But they're another one. I mean, are they good enough? I don't know. Probably going to make the playoffs because the NFC is not that great, and the back end of it.
Yeah.
So I mean that's one team that I don't know who the hell they are, and the other one, and it's unfortunate for them. It's injury related, but I don't know exactly. I know what they want to be, but maybe they gotta wait till next season. Is the Chargers, because I think they want to run the ball. But I don't think they can at this point. They have no running backs, and the offensive line's banged up, and so I mean they're weird, but they're hanging in there at 5-3. I don't think they're a legitimate contender to anything, but I guess they're the second one for me.
So the one I don't understand is Atlanta. What the hell?
Yeah. That's a good one.
I told you about Raheem Morris. I told you guys.
You called that, Billy.
Up and down.
I told you about that.
You called that.
Yeah, I told you about that. Yeah.
And Arthur Blank doesn't play around, and he only gave Smith 3 years. I was totally, but you dead on, Billy. Dead on. I mean, you're right. He's in a little bit of trouble, which is crazy. But all right, let's go to the next one. Now this one is there's teams that are close, right? We'll focus mainly on the 4 and 5 loss teams. Any of those teams coming back? I mean, I'll read a couple off. We'll start with you, John. We'll go to the standings and see if you think.
Okay.
So you got 5 loss teams. You got Cincy at 3 and 5, Baltimore 2 and 5. They're up 7-3, getting ready to score again. You've got 4 loss team in Houston. What do they do? Raiders are totally out of it. I don't think they have a shot. I really don't. You have Dallas and Washington. Dallas is with 4 losses in that tie. Washington with 5 losses. They get their quarterback, but they lose McLaurin again. You have Minnesota with 4 losses. Atlanta, who knows what the hell they are. And then you've got Arizona Cardinals. What the hell's wrong with them? So any of those and is Kyler Murray done? Go ahead, John.
Yeah. November 14th, that Call of Duty comes out, so he's really done. So that'll be it for him. So, it does. It's a new one.
Right?
Yeah, it'll be out.
That was good.
That was awesome.
I think Baltimore, they just in the last 2 weeks, their defense seems to be getting better. They've cut like their points in half that they've given up. And now with Jackson, they're the one that I think at 2 and 5 could really come back and maybe win the division.
Oh, we missed it. Go ahead, John.
Sorry, I missed comments. I apologize.
Go ahead, John.
I think they could possibly win the division, but definitely make the playoffs. Houston, we talked about that a little bit before. I think if they beat Denver, they got Jacksonville and Tennessee. They win 3 in a row. They're 6 and 4. Not bad. You go in to play Indy, maybe you beat them. Who knows? So I think Houston, and I think Baltimore and for me in the AFC. In the NFC, I don't think Dallas. No, their defense is so bad. They can't. They're not going to be able to. Maybe Washington. Maybe I don't think so though.
Same defense as Dallas. They're terrible.
And the rest 4 lost teams, I think, and 5 lost teams are not going to do anything. And you can throw the 3 lost Bears in there too. They're not doing nothing.
Yeah, but do you think Kyler Murray's done? Like, I mean, as in career
He
wise,
should be. I don't think I would continue with him. I don't even know. I never see anything when I watch.
I know
Ever. So,
yeah.
He should have played baseball or something.
And I'll tell you what. Here's what's happening too.
Esports. You got to do esports.
But yes.
You guys are so awesome. I think that coach is going to get fired too.
He is. Yeah.
Somebody give Kyler Murray a chance, like because what team does Miami if Shorty Pants is still there? Does Miami give him a chance to back up to it? He's not going to be a starter anywhere.
Oh God, right. I mean, he's got to be a backup somewhere. I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe that's a good one. I mean, that would make sense. Maybe the Jets jump in it. Because they're always looking.
They're a hot mess at quarterback too. I have no idea they're doing.
Right.
I have no idea what they're doing. All right, Billy. You got
to say something about the Cardinals. I mean, I agree. They are terrible. I mean, Kyler Murray has been banged up this year. So is Marvin Harrison Jr. But this team just cannot finish at all. I mean, they're the first team in NFL history to lose 3 straight games on last-second field goals. I mean, they just cannot finish. And I agree. They're playing a difficult conference. A very competitive NFC. But I mean, they are just. They're not going to do anything. I think your Washington team, I think struggling, but I think they could stay relevant. I think the Vikings could. Yeah. I don't know. Looking at the AFC, I mean.
By the way, 14-3 Baltimore, second touchdown pass for Lamar to Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I mean, I think Baltimore.
And Billy, last night you were right, Billy. They're 2-5. So if they win tonight and the Steelers lose to the Colts, it's just a 1 game.
Right, it's 1 game. It'll be 4-4 and 3-5 and 3-5.
3-5, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just God. Vegas is still picking them to win the AFC North.
Yeah.
Listen, I think Houston. I really like and I told you guys this a couple weeks ago that I thought that they were going to come back and be relevant again, and I think they will. I do. I think they will.
It's a tall mountain to climb, though. You got to go by Jacksonville. You got to go by
right. Oh, I know it is, but it's doable. I mean, they're starting to play good football.
But I think John's right. This is it, man. They don't win this weekend.
This is it, right? I agree. I mean, they've dug themselves a hole significantly that they have to win this weekend. I agree with that.
I mean, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Vegas is done. I mean, what the hell happened? I mean, I think. Listen, I like Pete Carroll as a coach. I think this game has passed him by. I don't think
they don't have any playmakers, man.
Yeah, Geno Smith sucks. I've been saying this for years. He sucks. Okay,
Bowers has been out for a couple of weeks. His number 1 target, Brock Bowers, has been out.
I get it, but I mean, he's. I've been saying this for years. Geno Smith has never impressed me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, he's never impressed me. I don't know.
Think about what he had in Seattle. He had a really good running game with Charbonnet and Walker. He had 2 great receivers, and Jackson Smith and Jigba and DK. And he had Tyler. So he was loaded there. They have no talent in Oakland other than Bowers. I mean, right. Genti hasn't done shit.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the NFC East, I still think your Washington team can do something. I still think that they can pull themselves up, I mean, I do. I think you get a healthy Jaden Daniels, I think that John, I know you talk about your Bears, and I don't know. They're 4-3, but it's you, John. I don't know. I mean, you don't like. I know you're what, 3rd in the division. You don't like what they're doing.
No, I like Johnson. I like the way it's just. Well, they're banged up on defense, right? Really badly banged up in the back. Defensive backs. They just signed CJ Gardner or whatever, Johnson. So, I mean, the problem is Williams, and if he is not good, they better fire again. Let Johnson find out what GM he wants and fire Ryan Poles immediately. Immediately, he should never draft another quarterback again. But that's okay. Go back. I'm sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
No. I looking at the South. I mean, Carolina's kind of impressing me being 500. I mean,
interesting story.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's nothing to write home about, but just judging where they've come from and the fact that they're sitting at second in the NFC South is in a terrible division. I Tampa Bay. I mean, they're 6-2. There's nothing to talk about there. They're a good team. I agree. Like with John, San Francisco, you don't really know what this team. I don't know. I mean, they're sitting at 5-3, third in the NFC West. I don't know. I don't.
For both of you, Bill, you're first. We're real quick. Fire. We got to be real quick.
Yeah.
Billy, best team in the NFC.
Best team in the NFC. I mean, I'm still going to go with the Eagles. Okay. I'm still going to go with the Eagles.
John, best team in the NFC.
The Lions.
John, best team in the AFC.
Oh God! You know what? I'm sometimes sick of Indy.
Billy.
I mean, 7-1. How can you argue that they're not the best team? Yeah.
Played really well.
Yeah.
All right. Put your grandfather and your grandmother and your parents to sleep, you youngins out there, and get ready to make some money. Make some money. So we got our NFL picks, and we're doing pretty good. So here we go. We're going to start it off with you, John. You got the Falcons going to the Patriots. And when I did this, the Patriots were 4.5 points. Let's see if that's changed at all. It's gone up a point. Jeez, good Lord. So that's 5.5 Falcons out Patriots. Who you got?
I know this is going to be – I'm going with Atlanta.
Woo!
I got a feeling they go up and down, and New England's not as good as everyone's saying. They're not. They shouldn't be favored by that much, at least. They'll win by a field goal, let's say. But I like Atlanta with the points.
William.
I got to disagree. I think Patriots got a stingy run defense. I know B. John Robinson, but I'm going with the Patriots.
I think I might be leaning toward John because it's such a fast track. Up there, it's not a slow field at all.
And it's a Southern indoor team going up to. I mean, I know it's not December 2nd here, but I mean, it's getting cold. I don't know.
I want to see a better game, but we'll see. All right, Billy, Broncos traveling to Houston. Broncos are 6-2. Texans are 3-4. Somehow the Texans are favored at home by 1.5.
I got the Broncos. I hate to say it, but I just don't. I don't know. Like I want to see Houston succeed in the worst way, but I just kind of I don't know. The Broncos have done some crazy stuff. I mean, some of their comebacks. I mean, it's just how many times have they, 33 points. That's a lot of points, to come back.
John, who you got in that one?
Unfortunately, Denver as well.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to. I think Denver's playing well, man.
If I can go back real quick, I just want to. Okay, so Falcons and Patriots. My thing is, you go into New England. How the hell can you trust the Falcons team? They got their ass handed to them by the freaking Miami Dolphins at home. How can you trust that? How can you trust that? I mean, they get shit kicked out of them in their own building by the effing Miami Dolphins. How can you trust that?
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I'm going to say.
You got a point, William.
I felt like I needed to go back and pick that up. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. It's good. It's good. All right. Who do we leave off with? Colts at Steelers. Colts are 3.5 point. That did not move at all. Colts at Steelers. Who you got, John?
It's 3.5 at the Steelers.
Yeah.
I got to go with the Colts. But I wish it was 2.5. That's all I'm going to say. So because I'll tell you, Boswell's unbelievable. The Colts, but I hate 3.5. But okay.
Yes, Billy.
I hate to say it. I mean, but I picked it last night. The score. I mean, it's the Colts. I'm going with the Colts in this game.
They are freaking on fire. That's for sure. All right, Billy, You got the Chicago Bears going to Cincinnati, and the Bears are a road favorite. It was 2.5 this morning. Let me see if there's any change. Nope, hasn't changed. Bears on the road is a favorite 2.5. Who you got, buddy?
I'm going to go with the Bears.
The Bears.
Is Flacco playing? Does anyone know yet?
We don't know. Game time decision.
He is a game time decision. He didn't practice today, though. I know that because I was listening to Jim and Pat, and they said he did not practice.
I'm going to go with the Bears.
The Bears. All right, John. Finally, we have the enigmatic Cardinals who are going to Jerry World. It was 2.5-point favorites for the Cowboys. Let me see if it's changed at all. Nope, hasn't changed. I mean, if the Cardinals can't score here, fire the whole fucking freaking team before they even get them.
And I'm going to tell you right now, if Dallas can't win this game, would you say the line is
2.5?
Oh my God! If they can't beat Arizona, well, I don't know. I go with Dallas. They're better than them. They're just better. They're better. They're all around. They're just better than the Cardinals.
William.
Dallas wins in a last-second field goal.
Yeah.
The fourth game in a row.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going with Dallas.
All right, William, do you want to pump anything before we end this, sir?
Well, I mean, we Steel City Sunday. We got that going on this weekend. So 9:00 start, 4 hours pregame, and then a shortened down post game. So I haven't had the lineups, but we got Coach Todd Haley on every week with us. Zig Fracassi, as we know, and John knows. John grew up with him. He joins us, and we've got a litany of great guests, and it's awesome to be part of. So yeah, I mean that. So other than that, yeah, that's about it. So
awesome. Make sure you guys spend your money because you're going to win this weekend. Great job, gentlemen. We all won tonight, and lights out buttons.